Yes, we are back, y'all. The Urrpgirls are in the building. It's a
Hello.
three trio today. What's up,
Woo.
y'all? T, tell us what we got today.
Look, we're just going to have a chat about women. Women being friends.
Yes.
Women being friends, which is not as easy as you would think.
Cara, what do you think about this topic? What's up?
I mean, it's like a love-hate relationship, right? Like, we all want to be accepted, but it is so hard to feel like you're accepted with groups of women.
Mm-hmm.
At least for me, my own experience.
No, flat out. Like, right? I can have a ton of group of male friends.
Yeah.
And party.
100%. I was just going to say that. Like, it's chill with the guy friends, the male friends, whatever. And then it's like, whether it's imposter syndrome or just not feeling good enough, or like, you know what? This is just weird tension sometimes. Mm-hmm. But like, it doesn't happen with the male friends. So friendships are hard.
Mm-hmm. So which one of y'all's, I mean, do y'all have mostly male friends or historically mostly male friends? Because I did.
I would say like now at 40, like my friends that have migrated from high school, I have one male best friend and one female best friend. And that's the sound of it. Shout out to Pace and Jay. Okay, shout out.
Hey.
Yeah, I mean, so I've always been involved in sports, which is male dominated. Mm-hmm. But then I also.
All right, Gavin. Like, we name the camera, Gavin.
Hand up, slow back.
Yeah. We've been doing this. We've been, we've had a day today.
Great, Gavin.
And so I had I had a couple close girlfriends, but I always, and I don't even know if I can say close male friends. Like, it's not intimate, like, you're sharing everything. You're just there for each other, right? Like, just the ease of a friendship. When I was getting married, I talked to, my husband, like, how you ever say that? Like, we were engaged, right? And you're like planning out who you're going to have in your wedding. Mm-hmm. I wanted a man of honor because my best friend was a male. And it was like, I mean, this is weird. It's going against the norm because I got married years ago, right? And so, I mean, that was the thing, is like, I have sisters. I have two. Who was I picking between? I'm not, right? So like, what am I doing? Who am I going with? And so, I always had a close male friend.
Something interesting you brought up, which I want to ask you too, Teresa. So like, when you guys got married, did you have to have that conversation with your husband? Like, hey, this best friend right here is the best friend. I don't think he's going anywhere type conversation. Did y'all have that?
I did. Yeah, mine came up because of, well, not the only time, but like I want to have a man of honor, not a maid of honor. Mm-hmm. But right, when you're dating, you also are doing things with other people and groups of people. And my very, best friend, male, him and I went to college together. So when I got engaged, they were already meeting each other and around. So it wasn't like a hard conversation. It was like, this is my person. Like,
okay.
So,
what about you, Cinq?
We have that conversation often still, because most of my friends historically have been male. I wonder what it is about sisters though, because like I had sisters too. And I just, after that, preferred hanging around men, I think, like guys. Like, I was tired of drama, and guys just tend to be a little bit more drama free. I don't know. Maybe that's a sweeping generalization. But it's not till.
I never thought about that, because I come up.
Do you have sisters? See,
my mom has 3 girls. So it was a house full of girls.
So I'm one of 3 girls too. Teresa, you're one of what?
I have 2 sisters and a brother, but 2 sisters.
Okay, but we're all one of 3.
We're all one of 3 girls. Yeah. Oh my God!
Right?
Okay.
Slash everyone. This is new to us too.
Okay.
This is new to us. Yes, this is very new to us.
But I was close with my sisters. I mean, like, my one sister is only 18 months, and so like,
I love my sisters. Yeah,
but it's a different like right, family over everything type thing. Sisters are there for me, but I struggled to find females who liked the things that I liked. I wasn't a big makeup person. I wasn't a big hair person. I wasn't a big much of anything, feminine. I mean, I would wear dress clothes. Yes, I would get ready for game days if I was in sports, but like, you know what? There has never been a hoodie that treated me bad. And so, like hoodies and sweats, throwing my hair up in a ponytail. I just didn't take the time. That wasn't my priority. And so like, I still don't know how to do my own makeup, if I'm honest. Right. And so how do you connect with females who don't have the same, whatever, interests? And I think at a young age, that's hard to find.
Well, now that we have this fun fact about all three of us, maybe that is the connect right there.
100.
Maybe we spent so much time with girls, and those are our girlfriends.
Yeah.
So maybe that's it.
So what do you think is different now, though? Because now that we're three friends who historically don't hang around a lot of females and have female friends. So like, Cara, I know when you and I met, I think we joked around that normally we wouldn't like each other. We wouldn't get along.
So remember, you were really outgoing, right? We started our first class together January of 2023.
Right.
And you were far more energetic than I was, like extroverted. I won't give you energetic, but I will give you extroverted. At least on the online persona. I remember you sending out a message that was like, hey, everyone, let's do a side cohort. And I was like, who is this girl? I'm impressed, but also, am I going to like her? Right? Like, I'm not going to lie. I kept you in the like, girls. Do I even... Right? Because who's hurt me? The girls who've talked, I've confided in them, they've talked behind my back. Boys haven't done that, right? Like they don't, in my experiences, boys haven't done the gossipy thing or going behind your back or being your best friend. And then it's just all of a sudden not when you're going through your hardest thing, like the boys didn't care. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you're sent out this message and I was like, all right, she's doing this. So I'm going to join this group. Cause like, I'm terrified to start my doctorate program. And I feel like I'm just doggy paddling my way through life right now because it's not like I had time for a doctorate, as you both know. And then what got me with you is you were like, guys, I can't meet today because I'm watching football. And I was like, oh, she likes sports. Maybe I will like her. And so it was the sports connection for me because I was like, I don't know if I'm going to like this girl.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I automatically was defensive too.
Yeah. And then as I got to know you, I was like, all right, there's something potentially here, but I still was not convinced that you were genuine.
Yeah. Even at residency, we had this discussion. Like,
yeah. And residency one was throw everything out the window and literally survive, which is your thing to tell, not mine. So, but like literally survive.
I was so sick. See, I don't know if you know this. I was on a heart monitor for residency one. Like,
girl,
it's okay. You can talk about it. It's okay.
No, I mean, like, it was you. I think you finally confided in me before residency saying like, number one, I think you hit me with like, so I'm a little nervous to fly. And I was like, okay, just fly and I'll meet you. Like, just do the thing. Right. Mm-hmm, and we tried to kind of like navigate our flight because I thought, all right, I don't, you're at least my one person I know for residency. So I don't technically want to lose you in that either. Right. I'm a scaredy cat to a degree. This is overwhelming. I feel like I'm not smart enough to be in this doctorate program. What am I even doing? Mm-hmm. And so the fact that you were reaching out, like, let's go at the same time. Yay, I have someone. Mm-hmm. And then I was trying to align flights and we just couldn't make it work. But we got our flights to land in Phoenix at the same time or close enough. But you were sicker than a dog. I mean, it was heart rate monitors. It was, I remember sitting in the classrooms, right? And cause you're there 24/7 and your heart dropped down to 49 beats per minute. And I was like, all of my first aid CPR background experience, I'm sitting there trying to remain calm. And I'm okay. And I'm just watching you like, and then your heart jumped to like 190. And I was like, this isn't good. And I was, you're not going to stay in your own room. Like what we're not going to allow is a student to die in a hotel room. So we quickly throughout all the walls that were possibly up. And I'm like, I'll spoon feed you here. Like it just.
And she did. She went to town. She took care of me. She kept an eye on things. She that's not something I'm used to with girls.
I tracked your medication. I tracked, like Sierra, I was so nervous. I mean,
she legit thought I was going to die.
I wasn't terrified because I've taken care of people before, but like, I'm not a nurse. I got first aid and CPR. We're not.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, how the hell, like, if I have a sore throat, I'm not going to work. How the hell did you get to residency?
Well, because if you canceled it, they weren't guaranteeing you could get back in at the time.
Yeah.
So like we were so on a mission of like, we started in January 2023 and we're going to be done with this freaking program in 2 years. I mean, like, you know what it's, you don't want to keep doing it, right? Yeah. And so, I mean, when she told me how sick she was, I was like, it'll be fine. And she was, it wasn't like you lied to me. You were honest. I just didn't take the full, I don't know, scope. Right. And then like live in person versus online. This is now it's reality. Like,
wow.
Cool. Okay. And so I was tracking, I don't know, medication, tracking,
symptoms and
the blood pressure, tracking, like how with it she was cognitively, literally, you know,
and there were scary times.
Yeah. Facts. So
I can only imagine. Hell, it was scary just with the doctorate. So putting that on top of everything.
And then she got to do it again at residency 2, where we met.
Residency 2 was different. I mean, that's where we met you, you know, residency 2. And I don't know that we ever fully explained to people, like, why do we know each other so well?
I don't know, because
I thought y'all started the program day 1. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we were in that same class.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah.
We've always tried to take as many classes together as we could. Once we realized, number one, I can tolerate her, and I think I might even like her.
Okay. Cool.
Right? Well, going back to the female friendship thing, like at least, if nothing else, this is someone who's going to continue to help me academically, which we all need in this program. Like
we definitely need someone. And listen, I'm telling you, at residency 2, like my residency 1, we didn't stay connected. Like I have a few people's phone number, but my residency 1 was qualitative.
Yeah.
So
I switched right before that.
Yeah, they didn't.
I made you switch. I mean, like,
no, we did.
Manipulatively, I was like, please switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dragged my feet on you for a long time.
Yeah, but aren't you glad that you switched?
Facts. I would never be done in the same amount of time. I'm still never going to be done. But like,
you will.
It would be longer. So
yeah,
a lot longer.
Yeah, but like back to the female friendship thing. It really was like testing the waters. Like, and even with you at residency 2, I believe the moment that I felt like I connected with you was when we both realized we were really irritated with someone else in the room.
Oh.
Like your facial expression. And I was like, oh, I do like her. She's also annoyed by this person.
So T, like, female friends after 40. What do we do?
Oh, it hits different.
It does. I would have never entertained it really, like, before. And you guys know I had like one close female friend. I have Becca and lost her a year ago. And that it, you know, it is what it is. It was rough, but that was it. And she's more masculine than any female acquaintance I've ever had. I mean, she just had that grit and that, like, I don't even know how to describe her. I've sent you guys the video of me and her just laughing and how we talk. Yes. I mean, we would just laugh until we peed ourselves, just making fun of people or talking about sports or, you know, all that kind of thing. And I really never thought I would be friends with anybody else, any other girls after that. She got really sick and we got distant a little bit. And I guess that's how I allowed myself to have female friends now, like you two. It's just not typical for me. I would have definitely never entertained it before 40. I'll say that. I think I'm more emotionally mature now to receive female friendship and love. After having kids, maybe, I don't know if that's what it was. Like after having kids and kind of seeing them come up a little bit, you are in a place where you understand connection and love a little bit better. I don't know what that is. I just know, like, my favorite thing about female friendships that you don't get from male friendships is that sense of belonging and oxytocin release that you get from being around other females. You don't get that with being around male friends. Chugging beers and high-fiving when your team scores. You just don't get the oxytocin that you do when we talk about our kids or our the different struggles that we go through. So,
even what you just said, like talking about kids, like, no offense, but males just don't get it.
They don't.
Like their bodies are not going through what our bodies have gone through or will go through. And so like, even just like, I'm trying to think of a very minor thing that a female deals with. And it's like, they just don't know.
They don't know.
Right. And so like, they might be empathetic, but like, I could go to any female and be like, oh, I have really bad cramps. And they'd be like, oh girl, yes. Like, right. And so that, however you described it, like for sure is the understanding. Someone understands a little bit of where you're coming from because they also have experienced that because they're also a mom or they're also a full-time, have a full-time job and a full-time, well, I can't say full-time mom if they have a full-time job, but like, right. It's so many roles. It's so many.
We're always full-time moms though. You know what I mean? Like we're always the person that's.
Yeah. I guess
we're all like looking around. What's going on?
Hey, I'm sorry. Let me push mute.
No, go be a mom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Sierra, you said your people you've had them forever, or this is after friendship after 40 for you?
Oh no, the two friends that I had since freshman in high school.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's it. And we've all been friends since a freshman in high school. And my male best friend, I'll be talking about him on the podcast because he's a chef. But
wait to meet him.
Okay.
I like food.
Okay, yeah, but he cooks so good. Like I'm gonna have to bring out some stuff. He got on my nerves so bad. Like I never thought we would be friends. Like this is the guy who made us be friends. My best female friend, Jay, shout out to her. I'm godmother to her children. We've been friends since freshman year, and then I don't know. We'll have to get them on the podcast to talk about it. But all three of us since high school.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah.
Do you think that it has anything to do? I mean, I had female friends in high school, but I primarily hung around guys. And even in college, I sang in college, and so I had like my gay guy friends that we would hang out, and it was different than hanging out with women, even though we would still do each other's makeup.
Just different.
Was different.
Oh.
And so, I mean, I don't know, I can't really put my finger on what that might be, but I wonder if part of the after 40 thing is understanding, okay, now we're going through another sort of evolution. I don't know about y'all, but I'm perimenopause and the brain fog is real and all the things.
Yeah. For me, it's also like what you said, the emotional maturity or emotional intelligence is far more mature. Like my give a damn on what people think of me. Hate me if you want to, right? Where earlier in life I'd be like, why do they hate me? Like that concern. Sometimes it's just our roles as like, how many times did I not do a thing because I had little kids at home?
Right.
I didn't go and do those things, or just, that. And then, or are you taking care of someone? Or like, I also coached early on. And so, I remember having my daughter in her car seat in the volleyball cart at practice, pushing her around, getting a manager just to take care of my kids, trying to do all the things.
Everything.
I was like, I wouldn't have even been a good friend because I was exhausted.
The stronger social ties that you have, it actually increases your life expectancy.
I think that is true because I know that there are studies out about people that are married versus those that are not married.
Mm-hmm.
Those that are married tend to live longer,
Mm-hmm.
and those that have been in longer situations, marriages, if their spouse passes away, then they're more likely to follow.
Yeah.
So another study that some research, some facts. According to some studies, in the United States, we only interact or physically touch each other 2 touches per day. 2 touches, like we're
Wow.
interacting. In other countries or in other cultures, rather, their rate is as high as 181 interactions. So that goes to show, like, just being in the United States, we're not as socially together. And if you think about it, especially after COVID,
Yeah.
we don't even want to be in large crowds anymore. So
Mm-hmm.
that
Right.
affects our interaction.
Yeah. And that's hard on us too, because like we're not even close to being in the same place. Like sometimes you just need a hug. I
Hug.
think.
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
What if I need a hug? If you're having a bad day and like I can jump online and say, "Hey girl, how are you?" But what is it if I'm sitting right next to you, girl? Let's
Yeah.
grab you up.
Absolutely.
One thing to add to that, you guys, I found a article off of pbs.org that says loneliness poses the same health concerns as if you smoked 15 cigarettes per day.
Oh my gosh. So look, wait a minute, Cara. I'm glad you brought that up because earlier today we talked about without getting enough sleep.
Yes.
What was the alcohol level that you're at?
At 17 hours of being awake, it's equivalent of 0.05. And at 24 hours of being awake, it's equivalent of 0.10.
So combine that with your statistic, Cara. We are walking
Alcoholics?
Disasters.
Exactly. I mean,
Yes.
can you imagine that pressure from those two statistics alone? We are all three walking that right now.
Yeah.
We gotta bring it down.
As someone who used to not get sleep, who has put a conscientious effort into getting more sleep, I have seen a massive difference. I'm still not a great sleeper, but I would say I'm probably closer to 6-7 hours versus the 2 to 3 to 4 that I was getting.
So that leads me to my next point. Like, okay, we had these years where we could not do anything. What's going to happen? Teresa, your son is 18. What's going to happen when they're gone and we have to redefine our life? Like, you're going to need somebody because they're not going to want to do, like, we're not going to have to cook dinner, drop off, pick up, attend games, dance recitals. We're not going to have that time anymore. So how are we going to define ourselves? And I'm telling you, I still have some needs. I'm trying to still drop it low. I need some girlfriends to drop it low with. So how are we going to do that?
That is a wonderful question. I need my doctorate to be done first, right? I mean, once again, it's like I'm pushing a thing off because when do I have the time to do that? But I also have figured out for myself, I'm really going to be like trying to not say about walls, but like I'm also going to be selective of who's going to come into my inner circle. Does that make sense? Like I want people who are truly rooting for me to be the ones in my inner circle. My ride or dies, here's the shirt off my back, right? I know that if something happened, if I had to call the two of you, you both would show up.
Yeah, we're coming.
Right?
We're blasting through the door.
Right? And so like, that's wonderful and amazing, but I also want to be selective about who that is because of how females sometimes aren't there for each other. Redefining myself, that's a good question. See,
but
I don't know.
We got to think about it though, because
I know
we can't get. We're still vibrant. We've done all that we can for our families.
Yeah,
we have to get into that groove before we're sitting down playing bingo.
Yeah,
it'd be hard, and that goes kind of along the lines of like, what does that look like when we're done? And here's a good question. How does that change our dynamics with the three of us? When we don't have that anymore, we don't have to call each other and say, oh my gosh, Cara, can you look at this? See, can I send you my slides so you can look at my
y'all
defense?
going to quant hours?
You know what? I do it this way though. Like, yes, right now we're all focused on helping each other with school stuff, but how awesome would it be to be like, oh, we're celebrating your birthday. I got a flight. I also don't have to limit myself on can't make this work. Everything's revolving around my kid's schedule. Like, how fun would it be to be like, hey, Vegas, 2 weeks, let's go. Bam. Or maybe it's not Vegas, it's somewhere else. Right. But like, whatever it is, the ability to like, I can do this and I don't have to make plans for my kids.
Do you think we'd have to redefine it, the friendship, or do you think that happens naturally?
I'm going to boldly say with the two of you, I think it happens naturally.
I do too.
I think so too.
I do too.
I mean, I think in certain situations, depending on your interaction with someone, you're going to have to redefine certain things. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, even just the weirdness of like, we're all going to have the title of doctor. That is redefining us.
Even if we just need to get on to call each other doctor. Like,
right. But like,
let's remind each other we did this.
Right. Okay. But like now, you know, things that, and again, we all work in different settings, but like in my world of academia, I am redefining myself by being a doctor. So now that pressure of attaining that and finishing that, you know what it also means? It means I can show up and do the things I want to do more for the people that I love. I get to invest in the people that I love, which, right, we have created this experience together and I love the two of you for it. And the friendship is a bonus. So like, again,
win-win.
Your kid's graduating. Let me come celebrate. Let me put the food together for you. You go talk to your people who are celebrating your kid. I'll go work in your kitchen and make sure the food's ready to go.
Yeah.
Listen, and the beautiful thing is we're all spread out. Mm-hmm. So we're on, it's cold in Kansas and Georgia. We need to be in Texas and just alternate that shit on.
I'm trying to see what the temp really is because I know it's 73.
You're 20 degrees warmer than me.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah. The wind alone is freezing. So let me see, what are we?
But like Teresa, I mean, you have a kiddo who's getting ready to be done with school. And I've thought of that, like, all right, I got to find out your graduation date. And I want to be able to come down. And again, I mean, I know your kids know me, I know your kids, but like, I want you to be able to have the ability to interact with the people who love on your kids. So let me set up the decorations. Let me, you know, and then, hey, when that's all done, we're going to go celebrate. Let's go get massages. Let's go get like
the aftermath, the after party.
And I'll be honest with you, you were talking about that, and I'm sitting here going, I've never had anybody do that for me.
Well, me neither, but I want to do it. Like I want to be able to invest in the people who have shown up for me. Mm-hmm. Why not? Yeah. And what's stopping us? Because we should all be done with our doctorate.
It should be done. So yes, keeping our fingers crossed.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, y'all. Well, look, I think we shut another episode down. What y'all think?
Love it.
It was great talking to y'all. T, tell us, our followers, tell the Urrp fam where they can find us.
You can find us pretty much anywhere. Instagram, you can find us on YouTube. Just search up at Urrpgirls. We're on TikTok, Facebook, Twitch. So search us up. You'll find us. Connect at urrp.net.
Yep, because we check our messages. Cara, any last words? How was your episode? What do you feel like? Give me your last word.
I'm super grateful. I just finally had the time to be able to jump in and join. And as someone who like, and I didn't say this before, but like, I think my own hyper independence blocks my willingness to be friends with other females, that like to knock your own walls down and like be willing to be the female that extends to include all the other females. Because there's nothing worse than feeling like there's a group of females and you didn't get invited into it. So just always invite the people in, and you never know what's going to come out of that. Because if Teresa hadn't invited me in, we wouldn't be here. And if we hadn't met you at residency too, the three of us wouldn't be in this room right now. And what a blessing, even though it's doctorate focused, what a blessing those friendships are.
Definitely. You couldn't have said it better. And I think you just put us on for another topic, breaking those walls down. I love that. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us for another Urrpgirl podcast. Same place, next time, next week. I'm C.
I'm KV.
I'm T.
And we're out.
It goes back to like the whole, your whole life you want to belong somewhere, right? I mean, we all have that sense of belonging. And who do we belong with? And when it comes natural, like, you guys just accept me flaws and all, right? And so to be a part of something that has a purpose, that resonates, and that we can all like commonly come together on different backgrounds, different experiences, different whatever, but it unites us. And I'm not even trying to do a play on words. Like, so humbly honored that you choose me.
No, girl.
10 out of 10 times we choose you.
Yeah.
Right? But then watching that and being like, we're really cool people too. Right? And like, that's not humble, but like, we're doing the right thing and we're on the right path. And that means something. I like it. So thanks for making me cry like a baby.
Yeah.
No, it's good. Thank you. Made my day. The day could go to trash right now and I'd be good because of this.